Oh, what's good, guys? On this video today, we're going to be unboxing Nioh 2 for the PS4, and we're going to be talking about some Nioh here. I finally beat Nioh for the PS4, man. Finally beat it. I bought the game when it first came out. I remember it first came out in February of 2017. And I remember when I first played that game, I couldn't even get past the first stage. But at that time, it's like I wasn't playing games like I should have been, like I used to be playing, when I was a kid growing up and stuff like that, because at that time I was like really busy. The job I had at that time was offering like a lot of overtime, so I was constantly working a lot. So I didn't really have time for that anyway. But the game was just, I don't know, man, it was kind of rough when I first played it. Okay, on this, what I'm reading, we're gonna talk about, like, I'm gonna give like a short review of the first Nioh. And let's start off with the bosses. The bosses that was like really difficult because they had like, it was like over 20 bosses in that game. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. As a whole, when I say Nioh is hard, yes, it's hard. But at the same time, what's difficult about that game is the fact that the difficulty was very uneven. Like, it was all over the place. Like, some stages you could literally get through, you could get past certain stages within like no more than like probably 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. Other stages, you got a few other stages. Like, for instance, it had a lot of missions. I don't know exactly how many. And I'm not including the sub missions because I'm still working on those, right? I'm including like the main missions, of course, and not the DLC because I haven't even purchased the DLC yet. And you gotta also think about it. I'm still gotta play some more games on the PS5, so I'm still not even finished with the PS4, with the games that I have. And then Nioh 2, this one right here, I bought this game when it first came out too. It came out in March 2020. Never even opened it. Because I was like, what's the point? If I wasn't even past the beginning stage of this one, of Nioh, the first one, right? So let's get to the bosses real quick. Because like I said, the difficulty was uneven. Certain missions, certain stages you could get through in like 45 minutes to an hour, especially depending on your build. And you had like a few missions that took like, matter of fact, let me say it like this. Let's go for the hardest. I'm gonna go for the hardest to the not so hard. I'm not gonna go like easy because a lot of the bosses in that game that I didn't have a difficult time with, I'm not gonna put on this list or whatever. And it's not even gonna be no honorable mentions. It's gonna be like the bosses I had like an extremely hard time with. That's gonna be the first one, and then to the last where I had a difficult time with, but it wasn't that bad. And there was a lot of bosses in there, like I said, a lot of missions. It's a lot of bosses in there actually that I actually beat on my first try. Like I was shocked. I was like, they almost had me, but I beat them on my first try, and I was shocked. I was like, that's what I'm saying. The difficulty in Nioh is like all over the fucking place. It don't make no sense. So, number one, Umi Bozu. Yeah, okay. For people who played Nioh or know about Nioh, you already know about this bitch ass boss right here. This boss is like the dude that come from the water. That big ass black blob. I'm just gonna say it like this. This is like the cheapest fucking boss in the entire game, man. I don't care what nobody say. This motherfucker was cheap. I couldn't stand him. I really couldn't. I'm gonna tell you something. On that stage alone, I hated that whole stage because, like, if you look at some of my gameplay videos of Nioh and some of the submissions that I did, especially the last one that I posted, which was submissions level 6, you'll see that in that stage alone, it really wasn't like a hard stage. It's that you could easily fall into the water, like, what I'm saying, like you could be walking and stuff like that, like, walking and shit, and there could be like a little hole. This because like some stages, like that's one gripe I have about that game is the level design. You had some stages that are fucking gorgeous, what I'm saying, in that game, like beautiful, like the last. Was it the last stage? No, was it? I think it was the one before the last stage. Yeah, it was the one where you got to fight that dragon. Because I beat Nioh, live streaming. On that particular stage, when you inside that castle, that's the most beautiful, gorgeous level design I've seen in a game in a while. But then you have some stages that just, to me, like I won't say horrible design, but you could literally be walking and you could literally just fall right in. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the deaths that I had on that stage, I lost or falling into that damn hole. But let's talk about this fucking Umi Bozo dude, man. That shit was ridiculous. Cause let me tell you something. I farm a lot when it comes to Souls games, just to make my experience a little bit less stressful, less aggravating, and a little bit, I'm not gonna say easy, but more doable. So tell me why I literally farmed for like damn near 2 to 3 weeks just to beat this asshole. And what he'll do is like his first phase or whatever, he'll one shot your ass if you're not careful. He'll just do this little move where he'll and then you're out of there. I don't give a fuck how long your lifeline is, it doesn't matter. He will one shot your ass. And then on top of that, this fucker has this stupid move like on his second phase where he spawns the little Umi Bozos, I guess his kids or whatever, and then he does this stupid move where he gets like real tall and then he lands on you and then it paralyzes you. One thing that I hate too, and that's I'm talking about this on the second boss. He paralyzes you where you can't get yourself out of it. Then he does another move. So I didn't know. I had to literally look up some videos about how to beat this dude, right? Until I found out that I did all that for nothing. I did all that farming for nothing. Because even when I did all that farming, my level, like say for instance, the stage was like level 40 something. Like I was like damn near like at level 80. Like I was OP, when it came to that certain mission. So it's like I still had trouble, and I was like, there's something I'm doing wrong with this boss because he's still cheap, right? I find out that you had to use that some type of mask called a Hitoyaki mask, or y'all know what I'm talking about. And with that mask, or whatever, you do this stump and then you shoot this fire at him, and basically it takes him out just like that. So what I had to do was I literally had to restart the whole mission from scratch. Saying to get that mask and to just in order a way to beat him. Because other than that, he was like really difficult. And he was one cheap ass boss. Nobody liked him. Look him up. That's the worst boss of the whole entire game. Was this dude right here. The next boss I'm gonna get to is Henna Anima, the bat lady, the girl, the one with the wings or whatever. She sucked. I couldn't stand her. I'm gonna be real brief, but she reminded me. I don't know if y'all, anybody that watches my channel and watches these videos, have y'all ever played Bloody Roar 2? All the Bloody War games, but I'm talking about part 2 in particular, where you had Jenny the Bat. That's who she reminded me of, Jenny the Bat from Bloody War 2. She was a cheap, bastard too, because she would go up in the air and she would paralyze you. And when you paralyze, like I said, you can't do nothing. Then she'll follow up with another attack and kill you just like that. So I had to literally equip a certain type of armor, and one of them charms, them paralyzed charms, whatever you call that shit, in order so when she hits you with that, it don't stun you. Now let's go to number 3, new. That electrical dog boss. And he's if y'all know what I'm talking about with this boss right here, it's pretty self-explanatory. He was a cheap bastard too. And then number 4, that's dude number 4. Technically, the first boss of the game, and I ain't talking about Derek the Executioner. I'm talking about this bastard Onryoki, the dude with the two big ass what you call them thing, the ball and chains. Oh man, I couldn't stand that motherfucker. So like I said, it's that's pretty much self-explanatory too as well. I ain't gonna go into detail about those other bosses. I just want to really touch on that one particular one though. That blob boss, the black dude. So like I said, I finally finished this. I'm still working on some submissions, and hopefully one of these days I'll be able to get all the DLC and finish that as well too. And like I said, we from the start Nioh 2, and I'm about to start live streaming Nioh 2 as well. And yeah, I'll start live streaming probably today once I'm done with this video. So it is rated M for mature, for blood and gore, suggested themes and violence. It says Unleash Your Darkness, Japan 1555, a land infested with endless warfare. Monsters and evil spirits master the lethal art of the samurai as a rogue mercenary cursed with the powers of the mystical yokai. Hunt your enemies as you try to survive the treacherous Sengoku era in the nightmarish Dark Realm and this brutal massacre action RPG. Death is coming. Now, we already know that. See, it says it right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little glare, but yeah, it says death is coming. No shit. I'll probably lose a lot of times on this. Experience a rebound combat system, unleash brand new weapons and skills, join friends in online co-op for up to 3 players. All right. Before I do unbox this, let me go ahead and give a score. Okay. It's when it comes to, first of all, I'm gonna get the negatives out the way. It's not going to really affect the score too much, but the difficulty was uneven. Some of the level designs was kind of weird, wasn't that good. You know what I'm saying? The difficulty was uneven. Then the game dragged on, man. Like it was just overly long. Like you was like, damn, man. Like when you thought you was about to be finished with it, they throw more missions at you. It just, to me, it overstayed its welcome when it came to how long it was. And I know, and I heard part 2 is even longer. So all in all, I'll give Nioh like a extremely low 9 out of 10, because it is a good game. It's not perfect, but it's one of Team Ninja's best. Let's just put it like that. I haven't played Rise of the Ronin yet. Nor have I played Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I said Rise of the Ronin. Yeah, I haven't played that one. And I need to finish the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection. I do need to finish those. It's another game they came out with too, but let's go ahead and unbox Nioh 2 for the PS4. So I'll go ahead and get started with that. There we go. This is it. Nioh 2. Man, open this up. Oh, I got a voucher for DLC. No, this is just a SS downloadable content for the first Samurai Honor. Okay. Code expires 3/13/2023. Damn. Oh well. Can't use that. It's all good. It's how the disc look, y'all. I don't know if you can really see it real, but yep. This is it. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the PlayStation. Hold on, be right back. Go ahead and load that bad boy up. There we go. See how long it's gonna take. Add it to downloads. Hold on. There we go. Hopefully it shouldn't take long. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, share it, comment, and I'll be coming out with some more videos too. I gotta unbox some more PS5 games, but I will be doing that later on this year, probably like in another month or whatever. But for now on, for right now, we're gonna be streaming a lot of Nioh 2. And I'm pretty much done streaming the Nioh 1 because I beat it and I did most of the submissions. But I'm still going to finish some of the submissions, but I may not stream those. But we're going to be streaming a lot of Nioh 2. We're going to be doing a lot more unboxings on some PS5 games and maybe a few movie releases as well. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. And Nioh 2, once I'm done with it, may take a long time, may take about a month or whatever or two. But once I'm done with it, I will be giving an honest review of this game as well. All right. So, damn, let's say 60 minutes. Shit. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, this is what I want to talk about as well too. Damn, one of my This is coming apart. Fuck it. Take that paper out. Yeah. Take that shit out too. Y'all, who's looking forward for Astrobot for the PS5, man? I am so looking forward for that. If you're looking forward for that game, also, you know what I'm talking about? Like Astro's Playroom, for those who have a PS5, the game that was free, it was basically like a trophy hunt game. I platinum that shit, of course. It was easy to platinum because they made it that way because that's what it was towards, like the trophy and then PlayStation lore. Man, and then they coming out with another one. I think basically it's a sequel to me to Astro's Playroom. But Astrobot comes out September the 6th, 4 days before my birthday. Who else is excited for Monster Hunter Wilds? That comes out next year on 2025. And then, of course, you got your Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out as well next year. So I just want to let y'all know about those games, but I'm really excited for Wukong. No, Black Myth Wukong. I can't wait till that game come out as well too. That comes out in August, I believe. I'm definitely getting that, and I will be live streaming that as well. So, man, I gotta get on my shit. I got a lot of games to play and a lot of games to beat. A lot of things I gotta do. All right, guys, take care and see you soon. All right, peace.